Hey everyone, what's up? It's your girl Naya, back at it again and ready to dive into some wild territory. Today, we're reacting to a video that sounds like it's straight out of a fever dream. I got pregnant at Beast Games. Yep, you heard that right, I mean. Who knew gaming could lead to such unexpected outcomes? I can already feel the giggles bubbling up, because this is bound to be a roller coaster of emotions and maybe a little bit of chaos. So grab your snacks, get comfy, and let's see what Sarah and Josiah are serving up today. And hey, if you're loving the vibes, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe for more crazy reactions. Let's get into it.
I got pregnant at Beast Games. My name is Sarah, and about 4 months ago, I found out I was pregnant. When I backtracked the timeline, my conception date landed on, you guessed it, the last day of filming Beast Games.
Wait, hold up. The last day of filming Beast Games? That's wild. Talk about a plot twist. I mean, who knew gaming could lead to such a life-changing moment? This is definitely not what I expected when I clicked on this video. I can already tell this story is gonna be a wild ride.
But here's the catch. Turns out the father was another contestant. This guy got me pregnant. What? This guy.
But it's okay, we're married.
Oh, yeah. But before we get to that, we want to tell you how we got here.
$5 million.
Once we officially became a part of Beast Games, we packed our bags and flew out to Las Vegas with 2,000 other contestants.
2,000. That is not a small amount of people.
No, it is not.
And on our way to Vegas, we ran into our good friend, Nate.
Who you may know as Player 237.
Where are you going? Vegas. I have a gambling addiction.
Oh wow, a gambling addiction. That's a bold confession right before heading to Vegas. I mean, talk about setting the stage for some wild adventures. This is definitely going to add some drama to their trip. I can already picture the chaos that might unfold.
Where are you going? Vegas.
Comedy show.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And as of now, is still on the show.
Nate, we're rooting for you. Godspeed.
Once we got to Vegas, we got our jerseys, went to our hotel rooms, and got ready for the games.
I'm so excited to see what this brings us. This is going to be so fun. And then the games began.
Now, we didn't just make it onto Beast Games. The producers also wanted to follow our story. They had this board of people that included the top 40 characters to follow on it.
And we were smack dab in the middle of it.
You pick the top tier people and you're like, you get a microphone.
40 contestants are mic'd up out of the 2,000.
So we both got mic'd up and we basically had our own cameramen for the whole show.
I don't know why they chose to follow our story.
Probably because we're in love.
Or probably because our relationship is so comical.
Okay, now that's a solid reason. A comical relationship is always entertaining, especially in a competitive setting like this. I can already imagine the hilarious moments they must have had on and off camera. This is definitely going to add a fun twist to the whole Beast Games experience.
I don't know, maybe.
But regardless of why they chose to follow our story, they did. So here's how the games went.
Ironically, Josiah and I were split up at the beginning, causing us to be on different teams. Josiah was on orange and I was on green.
Game 1 was pulling a 5-ton boulder to the...
Whoa, pulling a 5-ton boulder? That sounds intense. I can only imagine the chaos and teamwork involved in that challenge. Plus, the visual of all those contestants in their colorful jerseys is wild. This is definitely not your average game day.
To the roof of the building, which both of our teams cruised through.
For game 2, we competed against our own teams. We had to find a safe briefcase on the map and...
Okay, now this sounds intriguing. A safe briefcase on a map. I can already picture the tension and strategy involved. Plus, with all those glowing markers, it's bound to be visually stunning. This game is shaping up to be a real test of wits and teamwork.
on the map and then be the first one to touch that briefcase. And again, both me and Josiah were safe.
Game 3 was essentially capture the flag. This was by far the most stressful game to be a part of, but Sarah ended up getting like flag 440 and I ended up getting flag like 580.
This was my least favorite game. I've never been more stressed out in my life than during that game. And then it was time for the bribe.
If you step off your platform, you will be eliminated, and so will your entire platform.
And the winning platforms get to move on and be a part of the Amazon Prime Beast Game Show.
So by this point, Sarah and I had done all of the other games separately. But for the last game, we decided to do it together.
Finally, a team up for the last game. This is going to be epic. I love that they decided to join forces after all those separate challenges. It's like the ultimate showdown. and I can't wait to see how they tackle it together. This is where the real fun begins.
Do it together because it also happened to be our 5-year anniversary that day.
And what better way to make it to the Amazon Prime show than together on our 5-year anniversary? But no.
Instead, Sarah and I were ruthlessly betrayed by a girl on our platform who didn't even win the bribe money because
Wow, that's a major betrayal. It's wild that someone would turn on them like that, especially when they didn't even win the bribe money. Talk about adding drama to the mix. This is definitely not how you want to celebrate your anniversary. I can't wait to hear how they handled that situation.
win the bribe money because she jumped too early.
I didn't start the timer yet.
And while everyone else played in a pile of $5 million, we were sent home on a bus.
I have never felt so betrayed in my life. Leaving the show like that for something we didn't even do just did not make sense. We were confused.
It sucked.
Also, the bus ride was so quiet. Nobody was talking.
Yeah, it was tough.
It was bad.
But now, back to the pregnancy thing.
We actually got eliminated on our 5-year anniversary, and we were so tired, so sad. So the only thing that made sense for us to do was
Make a baby in Las Vegas.
Oh, that's quite the conclusion to a chaotic day. Making a baby in Las Vegas? Talk about a wild way to turn things around after such a roller coaster experience. I mean, if you're going to have a memorable anniversary, that's definitely one way to do it. This is going to be an interesting story to tell.
Turns out that's exactly what happened. A few weeks later, we discovered that I was pregnant.
Oh my God.
Then we confirmed it with an ultrasound.
And we finally confirmed our conception date, July 21st, the day of our 5-year anniversary.
And the day we got eliminated from Beast Games.
But
That's such a wild twist. To have such a significant date tied to both their anniversary and getting eliminated from the show is just crazy. It's like a full circle moment that's both bittersweet and exciting. I can't believe they're going to be parents after all that drama. What a story to tell.
most importantly, the day we made a baby.
And that, my friends, is a story of how I got pregnant at Beast Games. We didn't win $5 million. We will probably spend $5 million on this new baby.
Yes.
But overall, a win for us. A win for the Selvigs at the Beast Games.
But hey, now that you're here, here's a few things about us.
Number 1, we are married and we have a baby boy on the way.
Number 2, we live in Los Angeles.
Number 3, we are creatives. I am a photographer and Josiah is a filmmaker.
Number 4, we run a production company called Made Wild, and we work with commercial brands and maybe even some of your favorite creators.
And number 5, we care deeply about the creative community and we want to inspire people to keep creating.
So if you think of yourself as a creative, or if you're married, or you just want to be inspired, this might be the channel for you.
Maybe.
Maybe not. So drop a comment
Hit subscribe.
and stay tuned for many videos to come. Also, we're not the same height. I'm just standing like this.
Bye. Love you.
Alright fam, let's wrap this up like a burrito because that was one wild ride. We dove deep into the madness of I Got Pregnant at Beast Games, and honestly, I am still over here picking my jaw off the floor. Who would have thought gaming could lead to such a plot twist? I came here expecting some laughs about silly challenges, and instead, I am left contemplating life choices and baby names. From a gambling confession before hitting Vegas to pulling 5-ton boulders like they were made of marshmallows, this video was chaos in the best way possible. Can we just take a minute to appreciate that anniversary celebration? Because if making a baby in Vegas isn't the plot twist we didn't know we needed, then I don't know what is. But seriously, while this video had me giggling, it also had me questioning my own life decisions. I gotta hand it to Sarah and Josiah for turning a simple gaming experience into an epic saga that's bound to keep their friends on the edge of their seats. So here's my final thought. If you're planning a romantic anniversary, maybe skip the Beast Games, or you might end up with a beastly surprise of your own. If you enjoyed this roller coaster of reactions as much as I did, do me a solid and smash that like button like it owes you money. And don't forget to hit subscribe so you don't miss any of our crazy adventures. Until next time, keep your gaming and your anniversaries wild. But maybe not that wild.